Hello, Loughlan. This is going to be your first video lesson we're making up for last week. We're going to start off first with me saying I apologize for the not so formal outfit. I am coming back from the beach because it's my day off. So, ignore that. Because I haven't had a chance to meet you yet, I'm not exactly sure where we are skill level wise, so today's video lesson is just going to cover some basic things that you can use to improve playing no matter what your skill level is. Because even professionals do basics and rudimentary exercises to improve their skills. So, we're just going to start off. We're going to talk about our first basic groove, assuming you know how to do this or not. This is important to know. Is counting. As a drummer, it's your job to keep time. So, you're always counting. Most music, 90% of music, is in 4/4, which means there are 4 beats in a measure. So when you're counting, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would sound a little bit like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now as a drummer, your job is to subdivide, which means play things in between the beats. So when you're counting, you can subdivide like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. The ands between the numbers is directly in the middle of each number. So it is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and equidistant from each other. So when you're counting and you're playing a note on every big beat, I'm going to count the subdivisions. It's going to sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And it's really important while we're playing, we're always counting. No matter what instrument you play, whether you play piano, oh, there's a piano over there, trust me. Whether you play piano or you're playing guitar, bass, trumpet even, you're always going to be counting while you're playing. Professionals do it in their head, sometimes they do it out loud. If you see a professional drummer, you might see them go like, that's them counting. They're not necessarily doing it out loud, but doing it out loud will help you, especially at the beginning. So, now we're going to create a groove. Most basic grooves start off with just playing one note on the hi-hat for every beat. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once we got that going, we're going to start adding different instruments to different parts of the groove, different numbers. So, most common example is the kick drum. It's down here, you play it with your right foot. We're going to add that to beat 1. So, when we're counting out loud, we can go 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and if you're watching this at home and you have a drum set right next to you, you could pause this video right now, just give this a shot if this is something you're not already comfortable with. But like I said, professional musicians do break it down to the basics every time they practice. So it's important to go back, even if you're comfortable doing this, just go ahead, take your time, count out loud, really slow it down. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So now we're going to add our snare, which is our left hand. I have a super punchy jazz snare, and I'll be playing today on these hot rods. I have my basic sticks, but what these sticks do is let you play quietly, which helps for when I'm talking to a camera and you still want to be able to hear me. So, what we're doing is we're adding the snare to beat 3. So, if we're playing with the hi-hat playing every single note, no kick right now, it's going to sound like this. 1 and 2 and ready and play. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We're going to put this all together by having kick on 1, snare on 3, hi-hat on 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's break it down. Let's go 1, 2, ready, play. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's a pretty nice simple groove. It's everyone's first groove, so you might already be comfortable with this. I've already said that. But it's important that we can really slow it down. Play while counting out loud. That way we lock into the numeric grid when we're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's really important as a drummer to be super precise with your rhythm. Everyone has to be precise, no matter what instrument they play, but as a drummer, you have to be more precise. You have to be perfect. So, we're going to play this groove again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now we can try to speed it up a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So when we're doing that, we could try to make it a bit more complex by adding maybe another kick. So we could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So on the first pass, it's just kick on 1, snare on 3. But on the second pass through, it'll be kick on 1, 2, and snare on 3. So it'll sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sped up, it'll sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty simple groove, but we got to make it sound good. If this doesn't sound good, nothing will. So it's important that we break it down. Again, I'm going to start repeating myself, but that's the thing about drums. Repetition legitimizes. So let's go into another concept. I'm going to introduce to you the concept of a linear groove, which means you only play one drum at a time. So there's no more 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do a linear groove where we, like I said, we only play one drum at a time. So we'll break it down by playing a kick on 1, a hi-hat hit on 2, a snare on 3, and a hi-hat on 4. So I'll break it down like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of disco sounding. So it'll be kick on 1, hi-hat on 2, snare on 3, hi-hat on 4. We'll do it again. And you can get a bit more creative with it. Maybe lay out a little bit. We can go boom, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's fun, linear grooves. I'm always a big fan of linear grooves. I like disco groovy style beats. Always have, always will. Maybe it's my bass player background. So now I'm going to introduce just a nice sticking exercise so you can see my sticks. It's important that we get practice just on the snare. We don't always have to use the whole drum. to improve what our hands can do. So, something we can do is this sticking exercise and this timing exercise. When you're subdividing, you can split things up off of the grid. So the grid, when you're counting, you can do 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a bit more of an advanced concept. If this isn't your style, don't worry about it. It's just a cherry on the top. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Subdivide it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Subdivide that even further. This is still the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a subdividing 4 whole beats within the one beat. So if this is the groove, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. What we're gonna do, we call it a check, which is where you just 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. And what we're going to do is we're going to start adding rests in between. So the first go through, we'll be playing, if you don't, like I said, if you don't understand this concept, don't worry, you can just stop the video here. But if you understand how to subdivide 16th notes like 1E and a 2E and a, keep watching. We're going to add a rest on the last 16th note of every beat. So instead of 1E and a 2E and a, it'll sound like this. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and rest, 4E and rest. So if you're doing the whole 16th note check into the rest on the last 16th note, it'll sound like this. And then you can move the 16th note rest forward a beat. So we'll be playing on 1E, rest on the and, play on So it'll sound like this with the check. 1E and a 2E and a 1E and 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. Put it together with the first rest sequence. It'll be 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E, a 2E, a 3E, a 4E, a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. So kind of like that. Something like that. Again, if you don't understand this concept, I can bring the sheet music for this on Wednesday for our first lesson. And in the meantime, happy grooving. Let's stop the video.